After my last video I dropped, last short, discussing backup quarterbacks and whether I think teams give up on them too quickly, giving them one-year deals, I thought of another idea. I decided to propose the question, who is the greatest backup quarterback in NFL history? It's Jeff Hostetler, leading the Giants to a Super Bowl win, 1990 season. Nick Foles with the Eagles. First 2013 filling in, helping lead them to the NFC East. 2017 Super Bowl run. 2018 when he took over while the team was 6-7. They had two tough games against the Rams, Texans, then a cakewalk at the end against the Commanders, where it looked like they were bound to lose the first two. When the final finished 7-9, they won 3 straight, made the playoffs. He in part played a role in their win against the Bears, as well as former Eagle and at the time Bear kicker Cody Parkey. But then even in 2020 when he filled in for the Bears before he got hurt, he was doing decent. There's apparently a case for Foles, a case for Jim Plunkett for sure, stepping in twice for the Raiders as the backup, helped leading them to 2 Super Bowl wins. You could argue Kurt Warner, he took over to 1999, and even going into 2008, it was projected that Leonard would be the starter, but they switched helms and went with Warner, and we saw what happened there. So those are some examples that come to mind, and put out the question then, who is the greatest backup in NFL history? For me, I feel the greatest backup is yes, I went with Kurt Warner over Jim Plunkett, and the reason why is because first, with the Rams, he took over when Trent Green was supposed to be the starter, led them to a Super Bowl run out of nowhere, took over as the starter. Then he hit a point in the middle of his career where he was alternating between starter and backup. And then going into 2008, this was nearly a decade after his Super Bowl win with the Rams. He took over with the Cardinals in 2008 when Leonard was projected to be the starter and led them to the Super Bowl. So we led 2 different teams to the Super Bowl, originally going to be the backup, got transitioned into the starter role at 2 separate points in his career, nearly a decade apart with 2 different teams. While Plunkett helped lead the Raiders to 2 Super Bowl a handful of years apart, with all due respect to Plunkett, I give the nod to Warner. That's a lot tougher to do. 9 years apart with 2 different teams come in when you were initially projected to be the backup and lead a team to the Super Bowl. So I got to give the nod to Warner. Plus, Warner had the better overall career than Jim Plunkett. So that's my answer.